Okay, this is the third video, and this will form an introduction to the layout of Edmodo, and I'm just going to talk you around some of the various functions on Edmodo. If you can just see the cursor here, if you can't see the cursor, you will notice some of these tabs coming up. For example, there we're on the home page now. As you can see, when you hover over the different icons, you can see what they are. You can see my avatar here, Mr. Hamlin, teacher. It automatically uses your last name, and that's what the students see. And the page that we're on at the moment, the latest posts, is usually what your screen will default to. And you can see that on the left here, it's highlighted latest posts. There are some other functions here, Discover and Insights, which I'll talk to you in detail probably in another training video. Discover allows you to see what people are posting about lessons that they might be teaching, and Insights is to do with pupils can vote. It's almost like trending, like likes in Facebook, and they can put a response to an assignment they've done or a quiz or something that you've posted. Down on the left here, we've got some important features that we'll look at. We've got join and create. We need to use some of these early on, and I'll explain those to you shortly. We have down the left here a series of different groups that I've already set up, some of which are groups that I use in school, and some are actually connections with groups that are outside the country in Australia and the US. And we can show more of these, or we can hide them by clicking on the Show All button. Down on the left here we have Browse. There are a load of different communities, subject specific, and also lots of organisation that produce basically apps for education, and there's some great resources in there. You can follow those groups, and they have lots of resources within their what we call the collections. Okay, if we move to the top now, we've got a planner or a calendar here, which when you learn later about assignments, they will feature within this planner or calendar. Students can see assignments that you've set for them when they're in the student view. We've also got a grade book here, which when we click on that we can actually see the different groups, and we can click into these groups and see grades. We have a library, and a library allows you to store as many files as you want on there, as long as each individual file is not larger than 100 megabytes, which is quite a considerable size. Ignore this symbol here, which is to do with apps. This is something that's going to come to the UK in the future, but isn't with us yet. I happen to have it because I'm part of some US groups, and therefore I automatically link to that. Over on the right here at the top, we've got the profile, and then we've got account. In the profile, if I click on that, you can actually see teacher badges that you might have been awarded, a space where you can write a summary about who you are and what you do, people you're connected to on Edmodo, which could be in school and out of school. You can find other connections. You can invite other teachers to Edmodo. And then you've also got a series of badges here, badges that are available that I've created for my students, which other staff can share. And that's basically the profile page. If I go to account, in here, some of this you won't have. I have an access to a school admin, but you have settings, which if we click on settings, that allows you to browse for an image to place on as your avatar, or you can even use one of the avatars that are ready-made for you here. You can also change your own password, and you can confirm it here. Down on the left you can have various emails, so if you decided you want a separate email for your Edmodo to feed into, you can do that. Right, so if we just go back to home, over on the far right here we've got notifications, which you can either keep closed or you can have open, and in here there is an update of assignments that are due, assignments that are turned in or handed in. and alerts. Alerts are notes which appear in bold. They're kind of like a Twitter or a tweet of about 140 characters. And then there's also notification if people join some of your groups. Now I'm going to end this video here because I'd like to begin to show you some of the functionality around this area, around alerts, assignments, quizzes and polls. And we'll go into more detail in separate videos for those.